Hey everybody, it's Dale and Amy for another episode here of Bless Your Hardt in the Dirty Mo Media studio. Thanks for tuning in yet again another week as we motor through this season, our first season doing this podcast.
It's not that bad, Ralph. You having a hard time over there?
No, feel good. It's been fun. I mean, I don't know. Have we talked about when we're gonna end the season?
No.
I think it'd be fun to drop in and do like a couple holiday episodes. We'll probably end. I mean, I'm just guessing we'd end this right around the same time we stop doing the racing ones, which is right around
Right
Phoenix.
before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
But we could come in here and do some holiday episodes around or before or after
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to give you an update, but because we have a hopefully like you guys, we have a lot of great experiences throughout the holidays. This week we got a drink of the week for High Rock Vodka, and as you probably can guess by looking at this thing, it's a traditional Bloody Mary.
Dale's is not so traditional. His is action-packed with beef jerky.
Only one kind of beef jerky.
Jerky boys.
Jerky boys.
He had one piece and he thought that wasn't enough, so he has now half the bag in there.
Well, I had a piece in there and it fell down into the bottom, so I wanted to garnish, as they say.
The only garnish Dale approves of.
Yep. And so when I opened the bag and smelled it, I couldn't stop putting more in there. But we have a lot of jerky boys here at the store.
At the shop, yeah.
At Junior Motorsports. But anyways, it's 2 ounces of High Rock vodka, obviously Bloody Mary mix. You can put a little Worcestershire sauce in there.
You say Worcestershire?
I guess. Worcester. How you supposed to say it?
I just say Worshy sauce.
Worshy?
Because I can't say the word very well.
Worcestershire.
That's one of those words nobody can say very well.
I thought it was Worcestershire.
Worshy.
It's Worcestershire.
I don't even think that's spelled correctly.
I don't either.
It's Worcester on the...
It's Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Half a teaspoon of horseradish. Who doesn't love that? You're going to stir all that up and then garnish it with your choice of toppings. And I like olive. I like that little block of cheese. What kind of cheese is that? We always get those.
It's some special...
No. The ones we have at home.
I know. You asked me this, and every
You
time
don't
I
know.
blink.
Yeah,
It's
a fun.
not a cheddar, and it's
tastes
not a Parmesan,
good.
but it's kind of a blend of both.
Yeah.
But it's a good cheese.
It is like
Very
a Parmesan. I would otherwise. It has this. You see this little orange tomato?
You don't like the tomato?
I don't think it adds much. It's already got tomato. I'd probably put one of those
Pepperoncinis?
pepperoncinis.
I think you got a pickled okra in there.
Pickled okra, that's okay, but the pepperoncinis, I love those.
I think she was trying to brighten it up.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Thank you, High Rock.
Some celery.
Yeah, some celery.
You got a little lime in there.
You're fascinated. All right. Please go visit highrockvodka.com to find a bottle near you. They have a bottle locator on their website. You must be 21 years or over, so you must drink responsibly.
So I was thinking about, we were having a conversation last night about our childhood and things we remember and things we don't.
It's hard. Those are hard conversations because it makes me feel so weird that I can't.
Do you have the earliest memory? What's your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is
Like
from church preschool. Like every memory I have from like my younger years is like
Your
going to
age.
the first day of school. It's in a classroom for whatever reason.
Your age.
What
at
was
that
my
time,
age?
Yeah. Like how early can
That
you?
was probably 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably common for most people, is around the age of 4. My earliest memory, like, is your memory from 4? Is it in video form? Is it images?
It's in video form.
In video form.
Yeah. Like I remember walking into the classroom. I remember where I sat. I remember circle time, like sitting on the floor and eating snacks. I remember where in the church building, because it's been renovated so much. Like I remember where that hallway was, the way it smelled even. And then kindergarten too. I remember the first day of school. I had the same kindergarten teacher my dad did, ironically.
Yeah.
Mrs. Torres. And so like I remember where that classroom was, where I sat. I remember nap time and never being able to nap. I was one of those kids that like couldn't nap during nap time, so I never got a gold star. Like I just remember those things. It was always a classroom. I don't remember too much else. You know what I mean? I guess it was just a scary, they say trauma is what sticks in your mind.
Until you're nervous that day.
I think I was just nervous, so it kind of stuck out. Yeah.
Yeah. My earliest memory is 4 as well, and it's my 4th birthday. And the weirdest thing about it is it makes me wonder if it's really a memory or did I build this
Oh, yeah.
vision in my head, but from the old memory, because my memory of my 4th birthday is from the point of view of someone in the room, not me.
Oh.
Like, yeah. So like my memory isn't like, so the memory itself is, if I could build this set, if you're thinking about it like a play or something, Mama's kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning 4, or it's my 4th birthday. For some reason, there was a there was a thought that Dad wouldn't be there.
Uh-huh.
And he would then, in turn, be the surprise because he rides into the kitchen on a big Tonka truck.
Oh, how cute is that?
And he's in a black pair of pants and a white T-shirt, like he wore in, like I see him in all the photos from the 70s when he was racing a local race car at the short track.
He was dressed like a greaser.
Just like a greaser. And exactly. And so, but that memory, Mama's in the room, my mom, there's another person or two that I don't recognize or remember. And then Dad comes in, and I'm surprised and happy, obviously, that he's there, and he's the surprise, but also the toy.
The toy's a surprise, but you were surprised because your dad wasn't
He
there when the
wasn't
party
supposed to
started.
be there.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, like he wasn't. I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess when we got, that's probably what it was.
Yeah,
is
y'all
like
gathered and he
when
wasn't
we
in the room.
gathered, I'm like, he's not here, and boom, he
And
comes
you were
in.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And so, but the memory that I invoke, is that the right word?
I don't know.
The memory that I recall
Yeah.
is from a perspective of someone of what you might have seen if you were standing in the room. I see me here.
That's a bizarre thing to happen.
Right. And so it makes me wonder if
Was Kelly there?
I don't know. In the memory, when I recall it, I'm sitting here or standing, and then Mom and Mama, and then Dad comes around this corner.
Yeah, so you're in that corner of the kitchen.
And I'm watching it in my memory. When I recall it, I watch it happen. It's not from my point of view. And so I'm wondering if I don't truly remember my point of view and what I experienced that day, but
somebody else recalling it for you?
I've preserved it in this sort of
movie-like
format.
I don't know, dude. That's weird. I didn't know that you could do that with your mind.
Yeah, because I've lost the memory itself, but I've built this sort of alternative.
Sure.
Right. That it's been recalled to me. I've shared it with people that were in the room, my mom and my grandmother, and they were like, "Yep, that's what happened."
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Surely, like your aunts or somebody.
And so my mind sort of built out. What do you know when you build a scene?
Your mind's just piecing all the puzzles of the stories you've heard together.
Right. But like when in school, you might build a scene in a box.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what my mind did through my own recall and my family helping me, reminding me, yep, that's what happened that day. And so I know it's not like this thing, it's not this fantasy. It's a real memory, but it's not from the old,
but the way you see
original
it in your mind
perspective.
is
It's so
different.
weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah. We were talking about this last night. Like I remember that, and then everything from 4 years old up until I went to military school, the memories, there's a lot of memory.
Yeah.
But they're all very spaced out and not, like military school was a year and a half. And I remember a ton of things that I experienced in that little 18-month period. And there's more memories packed into that 18 months than I think I can recall from all the years before, all the years after.
How old were you when you went to military school? Because you look like you were 5, but you're
I was
you're tiny.
I was 4'3", shortest person in the school by a lot. And
were you like 12?
I'm trying to remember. I was in the 5th grade.
5th grade. Okay, so you were not. You were like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I was, dang, I don't know why I can't remember. I was in the fifth.
You were just saying this is the most memorable part of your life.
I was in the fifth grade, I think. Fifth or sixth.
Okay.
No. Sorry. I was in the seventh grade because when I left military school, I finished the 8th grade and went into as a freshman.
So you're like 12.
Yeah.
You're 12-ish.
12 probably. But yeah, I was I've told this story many, many times, but I Oak Ridge, it's like
We've driven past it.
yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It's on the way to Martinsville, and I've stopped by there a couple times. And I went there. I was going to Southview Christian School, which is on the way to Statesville Airport. And I was just talking in class and got in trouble, and they were I was told or led to believe that I would be expelled after the Christmas break because of some infractions, just talking in class and being a silly kid.
Yeah.
And I've met the son of one of my classmates from Southview.
Oh.
And so in the past, I'm rambling.
You met him recently?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
When I went and did that shoot with Steve Letarte for Amazon, where we're driving that Chevelle around the racetrack and pushing the buttons, there was a kid working the set, and he's like, my dad went to Southview with you. His name was blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I remember that name, but I can't picture her face. He said, he's got some of the yearbooks. I said, I don't want to see the yearbooks.
Yeah.
Could I see the yearbooks?
Do you have the yearbook?
I did
You
find
don't
it. Somebody posted it on Twitter. And so I was able to see all of the kids that I was in class with for those 6 months or 4 months, right?
Did that help you bring
Yes.
back memories?
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And so, because I was, I don't remember anything about Southview, but I remember that little Christian school that I went to for 4 months, I never felt more regular and like, that
like
was
at ease.
Yeah. But I was like, that group of kids, they'd been going there for a couple years probably in my class. And there were probably about 20 kids in the classroom, it felt like. And they all were like, hey, come on.
Everybody is friends.
Everybody was friends right away. All the guys were like, hey, come over here. We'll show you. This is where we sit. This is where we eat. This is what we do. And so it was awesome. Instead, my previous experiences and every experience after that was very like on an island.
Right.
A couple of people that you had to talk to.
And that's what school's typically like for most kids. Yeah.
But so Southview, I had a really great experience, and I hate that I didn't get to finish going there because I really
you couldn't keep it together.
Yeah, I was having too much fun.
Yeah,
right?
you were too loose.
Yeah, but they sent me to military school after that, and I didn't know it. I came home from Christmas break. I knew I had this thought, I had this belief in my mind that once we went back after the break, I was going to get expelled. And I'm thinking in my mind, boy, I'm going to enjoy this Christmas break, but after that, I'm going to get my ass whooped.
So you thought it was going to take the whole Christmas break for your parents to find out?
Yep. So I thought after Christmas.
So you lived with this stress?
No.
No.
So I'm coming home from Christian school, going on Christmas break. And I know, and in my mind, they're going to expel me when I go back. When I go back, it's going to take a couple days of process, and they're going to go, you got these infractions in this period of time, and that's an expel and automatic. And I get home from school later that evening. I go up in the living room. Dad and Teresa are laying on the floor, and they have pamphlets all laid out across the floor.
Oh.
And I walk up. Yeah, they're just laying on their bellies, looking at pamphlets.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and Dad's like kind of sitting Indian style, and they got them all laid out. And I walk over, and I'm like, "What are y'all looking at?" And they're like, "We're looking at schools for you to go to." And I was like, "Schools?" And they said, "Yeah, military schools. This one and this one and this one. We're looking at all of them."
Do you remember the other schools that they didn't send you to?
And there was a real strict one that was up in Virginia. I forget the name of it.
But they weren't all close like this.
There was the Virginia Military Institute was one of them, I think. But we played that other school in basketball, and we went there, and it was like, I'll tell that story in a minute. But instead of like naturally thinking back, I should have been mortified. Like, what? You're sending me to military school? That's scary as hell.
Yeah, right.
But I was more like, oh yeah, let's go to a different school real quick, because then I'll never
have to
get
be in
expelled.
trouble. Yeah.
Right? So if I'm going to change schools in this break, then the expel will never happen. So that ass whooping won't happen, because that's an ass whooping. I was trying to avoid that, but they take me to military school, and I think we went up there and walked around for a day, and it looked fine. Nothing alarming. They have it's a big campus. There's kids walking around in full uniform.
It looks like a small college.
Yes, it's like a little small college, but with dorms, where you could actually live. Mm-hmm. And so they have kids walking around in dress uniform and like brown or dark charcoal pants, black sweaters, white collars, brass, shiny shoes, and then these hats. Not the captain like
a beret kind of thing.
More like it was this sharp
like a
pointed,
newsboy.
Yeah, like a newsboy hat. What they gave to new kids were these you got brand new shoes. They had a lick of shine on them. They were just black shoes. You had your outfit, your base outfit was just green pants, green shirt, so you stuck out. Mm-hmm. You had a belt. You had a brass buckle. You had to shine that. And you didn't have any metal. No, you were not even a private, I don't believe. But they had rank, that you wanted to acquire. And so for all the new kids, there was a bunch of us that ended up, at Christmas break, I imagine there's a lot of families that send their kids to military schools, because I wasn't the only new kid, right?
Sure.
There were a chunk of us.
That's surprising to me.
Right. There were a couple dozen of us that showed up. And they put you in a room. You room with another child your age. And they put me in a room with this kid. And
was he also new? Or
yeah,
was he
all of us are new. And you're in a room. You have a desk. It's a square brick building, square room, mm-hmm. Big, long, rolling door, big, heavy steel rolling door. And there's 2 beds, two small box cubicles to hang your clothes, put your toothbrush and all that stuff in there, and 2 desks in a corner to do work, schoolwork. Mm-hmm. And that's it. You had a foot locker with all your stuff in it at the end of the bed.
I do remember your foot locker, because I was in the house for a while. Yeah.
I still have that foot locker. Yeah. I'll never get rid of it. That foot locker was like I survived this experience kind of thing. Like I hang on to that foot locker like it's like we went through this together.
We made it through, buddy.
But the kid, so you learn right away. I think we were there for 2 weeks and we weren't allowed to go home. For the first 2 weeks, you couldn't go home. And all of the new kids cried every night. All of us. And, you were crying because...
That's terrible.
It was terrible. You cried, the first night you cried because you couldn't believe that your family had left you there. Mm-hmm. And then the next couple of nights you cried because you were missing home and missing all of your things. And then over a course of... Did you get
mad? Did you go through a phase of being mad
I'm
about
sure
it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then I was already kind of in angst with Dad and Teresa and being difficult to deal with. And so you have a spell of being, sort of angry about it. And, but then, you're quickly trying to befriend people, find out who to trust. And so and then you learn, you pick the wrong people sometimes, especially some of the new kids, because they're coming, all of the new kids are coming in and they all need direction. They're flawed.
Yeah, right.
We're all in trouble. Mm-hmm. The kids that have been going there are starting to be positively affected by the reform of, handling things for yourself, being responsible, brushing your teeth, handling your mail, getting your clothes pressed, shining your brass, your shoes, being presentable, being on time. And you're starting to get some uniformity and responsibility. Mm-hmm. But the new kids are complete, wildcats and not doing and and there's a lot of chaos because when somebody's not doing what they're supposed to do, you would have the traditional like 2:00 in the morning. Everybody on the hall would get woken up.
Good Lord, why?
To bring the kid out that's not doing what he's supposed to do and yell at him in front of everybody.
Is this office like? Is this the
these are
teachers?
no, these are kids. These are like seniors, high schools.
So they get all y'all out of bed with like a horn. Like how does
they would just holler. They would turn the lights on, knock on all the doors. Hey, this person, and then you wouldn't know why we were being woken up. You would learn, they'd go into this kid's room, they'd turn his foot locker upside down. They would tell, your bed's not your bed, isn't the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, everything is not the way it's supposed to be. And this is a problem because your problem is our problem. And the halls were all graded on cleanliness. I learned how to do nurses' corners on beds.
Yeah, don't I know it.
And so like you had to have your toothbrush upright, bristles upright, two fingers away from the toothpaste, like it was in all in your closet, in your hangers had to be 2 fingers or 1 finger apart, all your hangers, and like it was very detailed and specific, and not a speck of dust, and your shoes every day had to be mirror polished, and so I mean most of us spend an hour a day shining our shoes.
Every single day.
Every day. Shining our shoes.
It took that long?
Shining our shoes in our brass. Well, when you were a new kid, you got a pair of shoes that didn't even have a base on it. And so you would take the shoe like this, and you would cover it with polish, very, very thick. And then you would take a cotton t-shirt, and do this very lightly, and you would cake more and more on lightly, cake more and more on lightly, and you use your own spit.
Gross.
And mix your spit into it. And you could shine the shoe, and the base on the shoe was literally just hardened shoe polish that could be a 1/16 or an 1/8 inch thick.
Does it ever like kink and crust off?
Yeah. And so that was the work you had to do every day was to keep it from drying out.
Oh, gotcha.
To where it would crack. Once it cracked, you're screwed. You had to start over. And so there were people there, there were some older kids and stuff that had worked on their shoes, and you had to literally take care of these things every day to make sure they had the proper amount of moisture, but yet the perfect shine. It was a mirror. Some kids, you could look in their shoes, and it was so perfect.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's such an odd thing to make kids put their focus into to keep it from getting into like
some guys,
the wrong things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some guys got to the shining the heel, the back of the shoe, the side of the shoe. Some guys really got after it.
The whole shoe.
The whole shoe.
The toes.
Yeah. And you got graded on how well you did on shining your shoes, your brass. We had Brasso. Everybody, you smell of Brasso through the dorms. Everybody's shining their their brass every day. They would get their brass shining, and it looked like gold. It was so bright. But that was that first 2 weeks was tough. So I've told this story before, but you learn like some of the new kids are okay, and then some of the new kids are
truly troubled,
not to be trusted.
Yeah,
and they're going to take advantage of you. And we go to the first weekend that we had to stay. We didn't go home the first weekend. We were not allowed for the first 2 weekends, which really sucked. And we're coming up on, Saturday. All the other kids are gone. Like the only people there are the new kids, and so it's a ghost town, and it's very
cold outside,
cold and lonely, and just they're very stark. Yeah. But there wasn't nothing to do. And so they had a 15-passenger van. They said, "Man, we got a group that you can go to the mall, and you can get in this van. You got to be in the van at this time, and it'll pick you up, take you to the mall. You get out, and you're on your own. And then you get back to the van and go back to school at this hour." And I don't even know how we knew what time it was. We didn't have phones or beepers or nothing. I don't even remember having a watch.
You should stop and ask someone.
Yeah. And so we get in this 15-passenger van, and I'm with my roommate. And we go into the first store we go into when we get to the mall is a drugstore. And they always have the drugstore right at the exit of the mall.
Yeah.
We're walking around in there, and I got $10-20, right? And I'm trying to do the math in my head of what I can buy. I'm really, working hard to try to think about what do I really want to take back with me with this $20. And this kid that's my roommate comes walking up, and he's got he's opened like a cracker with the dipping into the Nutella kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a cracker chocolate situation, and he's eating it.
In the store?
And we've been there about 10 minutes, and I'm like, dang, you already checked out? And he goes, no. And he set it on the shelf and walked away. And I was like, holy
He just stole it, ate it in the store.
like he didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, damn, man, I mean, he just picked that up, walked around with it, opened it, ate it a little bit, got done with it, and set it on the shelf, and just kept on walking around in the store. And I'm like, my gosh,
Noted. Flagged.
yeah, like, wow, that was and so then I was like,
Did moments like that, sorry to interrupt, but did moments like that make you think like, okay, he probably deserves to be in military school. I'm not going to do anything like that. Why am I here?
a little bit, yeah. But I mean, I kind of also felt like I had been pretty I mean, we talked about it a little bit.
I know, but it's funny that you think that because you're just a kid,
Yeah. Well, I just knew. I was like, all right, man, I got to that was just I didn't want to be guilty by association kind of thing, right? Because I'm a new guy. They don't really know my story. They don't know why I'm in there. I'm learning about what he's willing to do and how brazen he's willing to be, but I don't want to be guilty and get in trouble. I don't know what trouble might come.
Did you tell anybody else about that?
I didn't tell nobody.
Even another friend? No?
No, sir. And so
No tattletailing.
no, but we went on about our day. He did not get caught, but it made me like more uber aware, I guess. And and after 2 weeks, it was like you got your clothes, your regular clothes. They finally, they tailor made these pants and all these clothes, and so you finally got your real gear, and you got to dress like the rest of the kids, and it started to feel better.
It started to feel less like prison.
Yeah, the dorms. There was a Holt dorm, which was the older dorm from the 50s, and some of the older students, the ones that really took it serious. There's a lot of kids that go to the military school and they're going to leave there and go to the Citadel. Their path is going to be a military path. They've chosen that life. And so there's some kids there that are actually trying to really get a true military experience and platform. Yeah. And so those kids are at the Holt dorm. We're in the Armory dorm, which was a newer dorm, and it was a bit of more of the misfits. And we were out to prove that we weren't bunch of goofballs that couldn't do anything. And so there was a lot of competition. I played basketball. I tried out and played basketball and made the JV basketball team. I remember scoring a goal one time in a game. I think I only scored one goal the entire season. But I've got this picture of me on the team.
I didn't know you played basketball.
I've got a picture of me on the team, and it's like all these kids and then tiny me over here. I was super, super short.
You were tiny.
Tiny. And I remember one winter, we were getting ready to come up on our Christmas break, and we were going to get Holt dorm. We were going to get them. There had been a bit of a groundswell of camaraderie in the dorm I was living in to show those guys, and we went through. About a dozen of us went through the entire dorm and collected toilet paper to go over to Holt in the middle of the night and toilet paper TP the dorm.
So even in military school, you were doing things like that?
Yeah. We were sure that we wouldn't get found out.
How?
Of course we were going to get found out. Of course it wasn't going to work. But in our young minds, 13, 14-year-old minds, we're like, we're covert. Invincible. Right. Covert. We're going to go over there and figure this out. Yeah. And so somebody tipped them off, and this may have been brewing for a couple of days and planning for a couple of days, and somebody tipped them off. It was snow on the ground. We are sneaking over this, there was a field between us and then the 4-lane highway and then Holt Dorm across the street. We're going to creep over there, and we get to this highway, and there's a regular ditch. The officers and the upperclassmen out of the Holt Dorm were hiding in that ditch.
In the snow?
Yep, and they whooped all of us. And there was this hill, and I remember all of us eventually getting...
What do you mean whooped you?
They...
Beat you up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a little bit.
Attacked you.
A little bit of a... But I remember...
Trenches.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
It is. I remember there being a hill off to the side, and all of us eventually ended up at the bottom of that hill. They chucked us all down there, and we all rolled down there and played dead,
Yeah, you got me good. I'm done.
I don't want no more of this.
Play possum.
Yeah, but yeah, it was I remember watching the Washington Commanders win the Super Bowl in the break room. We had a break room where everybody kind of gathered. We have Mike Tyson Punch-Out, the video game console at the house.
Yeah.
That is in our house because that Mike Tyson Punch-Out console was the most popular thing that was on the campus in the break room, and it was like a connection to the outside world. Yeah. And you would go in there and buy you a Reese cup and a soft drink, and then go over and watch somebody try to beat Mike Tyson, right, or go really far. And we didn't really want to play. We loved to stand around and watch the good ones. There was a couple guys try to beat it. Yeah. And there were about 3 video games, a pool table, and kind of just a gathering room with some couches and so forth. You needed to be a corporal to be able to divvy out demerits.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
What are the rankings? Like, where does it start?
The rankings were private first class, corporal, I think sergeant was next, staff sergeant maybe, all the way up to lieutenant. Okay. Or something like that. And if you went there if you went to that school as a 7th or 8th grader, it would take you through the majority of your high school age to achieve some of the higher rank. Mm-hmm. But you could get corporal within a year, and corporal was enough to be able to divvy out demerits. And so you had, which is crazy to me now, but when you're living it, it was real. If you were a peon or a private first class or a private, you couldn't divvy out any punishment. You couldn't tell anybody anything to do. And you often were the target of punishment and so forth. Drop and give me push-ups and do stuff like that. If you walked by a sergeant or an upperclassman and forgot to salute, they would stop you and give you demerits. And so you'd have like a 10th grader who was a sergeant just, giving out demerits.
Just because he could.
On the least little, thing or reason, right? And there's kids that were like sophomores, juniors, and seniors that were like, they took their authority serious.
That would be hard to deal with.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to do.
Well, if you knew they were doing it just because they could, that would be hard.
They were doing it because they could, but they weren't not allowed to just give demerits on frivolous things. Oh. But if you walked by them and didn't salute, they were going to get you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's pretty frivolous. But they had worked to get that rank, and they wanted that recognition.
The system has to stay in place.
And they thought you little, 7th grade piece of crap, you're not gonna not salute me.
Golly.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy to think about it now, but when it was happening, it felt, well, I guess this is the way it is.
Yeah.
We were all assigned a company. I think I was in Delta for a while, and a couple Echo, I can't remember, in a couple different companies. Your company competed against the other companies. Every morning we had to stand at attention at like 6:30 in the morning. You had to get up and you had to be out on there's this big paved blacktop in front of the school. And every morning you had to be in uniform with all your shined up, standing at attention in line in formation. You had like 4 or 5 rows in each company, and you had the highest ranked individual on the end of each row, and they were in charge of that row. And so I would be standing on the end as the shortest and youngest person, and each person beside me would be higher ranked.
Yeah.
And the guy on the end was in charge of me. And then there was a company commander in charge of him. It was just like,
Did you have to march?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. March everywhere.
Like knees up kind of marching?
Yes. Well, like regular marching, regular military marching. Knees up.
Crazy.
No, we didn't, like, no U.S. military marches with their knees up.
I mean, they all have like this specific look.
Yeah. Well, we marched a lot. But you had to be there in the morning.
That is why you stomp so hard.
Maybe,
the house.
yes.
If I am outside, I can hear him walking around. If I'm outside by the pool, I can hear him walking around in the living room.
Yeah.
That's how hard he walks.
When,
boom, boom, boom,
yeah.
boom.
We,
It's from all the marching.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
we had to get there every morning, and they would check your brass and your shoes. They would, our leader on the end of my line walked down and looked at all of us, and he wanted you to do good. He wasn't going to be a jerk, and he'd look at you and go, "All right, man, your brass looks good. Your shoes need a little work. All right, man, your shoes are great. Brass is good. Good job." And because he would get, he didn't want you to fail because
You're a team.
then
Yeah.
and so that was pretty cool. You wanted to get out of I think the Delta might have been the baby
lowest?
company, and you wanted to get out of that one to get into like a regular company, and Alpha and Charlie and all that. But there were some officers always at the very front facing us, and they were it was like seniors, and they had all the ropes and all the things they did. Dude, they were seniors in high school. But you looked at them and you're like, wow, they're badass. It was so weird.
So
Yeah,
accomplished.
I know. And but they were good people.
Yeah.
Right. They were
people to look up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the ones that were going to leave and go to the Citadel.
Yeah.
Like they had a plan. And you were like, damn, man, I just want to get out here and go home. They're going to leave here and go to more.
Yeah.
They're going to go
Really
do
go
more,
do something,
more
yeah.
of this. Like I've had enough. But it was, we did a lot of marching. We had AFI week, which is Army Federal Inspection. The Army is going to come to the school and inspect everything, all of our rooms.
Wow, that's intimidating.
And we competed with all of the schools in the area for a star.
Okay.
And there was a
So
school.
only one school got the star.
There was like a gold, blue, different colors, and if you got blue, you were second. If you got
Okay.
gold, you were top school. We lost the gold star 1 year because of one person's toothbrush.
What? A toothbrush?
Yeah. And so
What happened to that kid?
So to make this, no,
did he get ditched? Did he get in the trench?
I don't know what happened to that kid, but Army Federal Inspection Week is the week leading up to the inspection. And so all week long, everything we're doing is in preparation for when the Army will come and look at our stuff. And so everybody on every hall in every room is being tested and practicing and making sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. And our hall leaders, dorm leaders are all coming in and looking at our stuff and going, "All right, no, you got to have this like this now. Can you have it like that? You got to put this like this. All right, that's good. That hanger, just different stuff." And they would find a lot of flaws, and all week long we would inspect ourselves over and over and over and trying to be perfect. And so by the end of that week, every room and every toothbrush and every pencil and every desk and everything would be exactly the way it's supposed to be. And one person had their toothbrush laying on its side or something like that, right?
It
And
feels like it could have happened when somebody shut the door too hard.
and that would fail us,
Golly.
and we would finish second and not get the gold star. We never got the gold star either year I was there. But there'd be a couple things in one room or somebody's.
Yeah.
But AFI week was a serious deal. We buckled down. Hey, this is Dale Jr., and for the latest Bless Your Hardt gear, go to shop.dirtymomedia.com. We've got plenty of options for everybody and adding new stuff every day. Go to shop.dirtymomedia.com.
Military school sounds intense. I can imagine now why you remember it so vividly, because there was a lot of very intense moments.
Yeah.
We've talked sometimes too about, this is similar in the time frame, but growing up with, not being able to choose what you got to eat and having to eat some gnarly things.
God.
Or even if it was just something that you were forced to eat over and over and over again. What was like the meal that you were like can't eat anymore because you ate it so much as a kid?
Yeah. I feel so bad about this.
Why?
I do. Well, so Teresa and I had a
dynamic
relationship, and when I think back, there was a long period of my adult life where I put it all on Teresa. And was like, it was her, it was bad because it was her fault. And as I've gotten older, and especially now they've had kids, like trying to get our kids to eat stuff, sometimes it's impossible.
I know, like
right?
Kyla and the spaghetti the other day.
Yeah. And and so I think back and I'm like, man, that's me. Like I did that. And Teresa would sit me down in front of a chicken pot pie. I would tear up a chicken pot pie right now.
I know, my dad used to make those for me, and they were good.
Well, I hated them. I look at it now and I go, why did I not want to eat that? The crust, the chicken, the pot,
so good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But she put it in front of me and I would refuse to eat it. And I hated her for it, and in my mind, she's making me eat something she knows I don't like, and she's making me do it because she knows I don't like it, right? Yeah. She's not setting.
She's just trying to have control.
She's just trying to put food in front of me.
Yeah. She's trying to give you some vegetables.
Yeah. It's perfectly fine. Food. Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you feed me Brussels sprouts? What kind of cruel person are you?
I think all kids feel like that.
I know. And now that I've gotten on this side of it, I'm like, yeah, she's just trying to get me something in my belly.
Yeah, 100%. My mom was a great cook, but there was a couple things that she would make every once in a while that made me want to like vomit.
Yeah.
She used to make chicken, like grilled chicken, and she'd put pineapple on the top.
Weird.
And it was something she found in like a Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, and it had like a ring of pineapple and a cherry, like it was like a Hawaiian chicken.
Weird.
But the flavor combination for me was like not happening.
Rough.
Yeah. And like boiled squash, she used to try to make me eat squash. Ugh. Every once in a while, she was like, "I'm not frying everything, y'all. Y'all are gonna eat something healthy," and I just couldn't fathom swallowing it. Like I would gag.
Yeah.
So we made spaghetti the other night, and Isla, who doesn't like eating compound foods, she's kind of weird with meat anyway, but she like literally had full-blown tears over us trying to make her eat spaghetti. And I thought, I was trying not to laugh at her face.
Man,
you totally laughed
humorous.
at her, and then she starts crying harder because Dad's laughing in her face.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nicole's over there and
chowing.
has tore up a bowl of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's a very frustrating thing for me with the kids is
I think that made Isla mad too, that Nicole was enjoying it so much. And now she's like, damn it, now I really have to do this. I'm
like, man, I'm not patient enough to be like, okay, you're not eating the spaghetti today. The day you eat it, we'll all enjoy how much you like it, because you'll eventually eat spaghetti. It's just not happening today. I should do that. Instead, I'm sitting there going,
swallow it.
God, just get some in your mouth, and you're gonna have a breakthrough.
Right. Quit pretending to get it on the fork and then spilling it outside on the bowl, so now it's on the counter that you can't put it in your mouth. Like the whole process was very. Here's why you don't want to be so patient, is because if she doesn't eat that means we're gonna have to make her something else.
Yeah.
And you and I didn't grow up like that.
They
have to just eat the food.
I'll tell you one of the things I did one time, and this is stupid. Teresa brought one of them chicken pot pies in there for me to eat, and she left the room. And I chewed the whole, I'm so sorry for everybody that's got to hear this. I chewed the whole thing up and spit it back in my plate.
The whole thing? Mm-hmm. Every single piece of
the pot pie? And then I made throw up noises and acted like I puked it up.
Like a dog? The whole freaking thing at once?
And then I thought she would come in there.
That's crazy.
In my mind, I thought she would come in there and realize that she had made me eat the chicken pot pie, and then I vomited it up. And I was like, see, I have thrown it up. Look, see, I told you.
That sounds just like something Isla would do.
Yeah. And that's so stupid.
She like gets it in her mind.
She walked in and like read, she's
like, no, I can tell you're fine. Yep. And of course you didn't throw it all up back in the same bowl.
Yeah.
After you ate the whole thing.
God.
That's okay. I see now where Isla gets it.
I was the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got sent to military school.
Yeah, so you
stuff
said
like
that-
that.
I don't know if that's a reason to send a kid to military school, but it's pretty damn funny that you thought you were so sneaky.
I was dumb. Did you ever forge your parents' name on a report card?
No, I got good grades, Ralph.
I forged Dad's, caught immediately.
I mean, duh.
Yeah.
His autograph's available to be
Well,
checked.
no, I mean,
Like, you
maybe
could-
this was back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have technology. I thought I was going to get it done.
You just thought your excellent handwriting was going to
I
pass
think
as
I even
his.
had Kelly help me.
Oh, no. Don't throw her under the bus.
I think she might have,
Helped you?
but we failed.
Yeah. They know better.
Yeah.
All parents know better. They can tell by the look on your face. They can tell, they can tell when you're lying. They can tell when you're up to no good.
Yeah. We have something we're going to do today called Critter Karaoke.
Oh, yeah?
This is Bass Pro Shops is a partner of ours, and so we thought we'd come up with a segment. And basically, Bass Pro Shops, North America's premier outdoor and conservation company, and we do a lot of shopping at Bass Pro Shops and online at thebasspro.com. So Tim's is going to play some weird, wacky animal sounds, and we have to guess, I guess, which animal makes the sound.
Well, at least we don't have to make the sounds for each other. That would
No.
be painful for everyone.
I can if you want.
No, no thanks.
So let's go for the first one.
All right,
right.
here's number one.
Oh, you know that one.
That's that a stag?
No.
No, it's just an animal.
Like a deer? Do it again.
You got to know this one.
I do?
Yeah. This happens.
Is it you?
No.
I'll play it again.
You with your man cold?
It's a buffalo.
Oh, really? I have never heard our girls make a noise.
Never.
Not really.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, they've snorted at me, but nothing like that.
Yeah.
A buffalo.
All right, number two.
Well, that's a donkey.
Yeah, we have that. You ought to know that one.
All right, number three.
Is that a lion?
No, not
Can you turn
one.
it up?
Yeah.
Oh, emu.
What?
Yep, that's an emu.
Yeah.
They make sounds?
Yep.
You got a cheat sheet over there, don't
No.
you? Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You know what an emu sounds like?
The
Yes,
Liberty-
that second part is very distinct.
Oh.
Yeah, it's commercial too. You know what emu sounds like.
Quail?
No.
It's some kind of bird.
Sounds like a dove.
Dove's
And-
coo.
No.
That's a dove?
No.
So I've dove hunted with my dad. We used to dove hunt opening day every year, and it sounds like a dove.
Yep, it's a type of dove. Yeah, it's an Inca dove bird.
Oh, well, it's a special kind of dove?
Yeah, but a dove bird.
Like those don't sound like the doves that I grew up with outside of the window.
That,
yeah, that
whatever
coo.
little-
Okay, next one.
I think you get this one.
Why am I so this? I have no idea. What is it? Do you have an idea? So,
I'm not a bird expert, but that sounds like a sparrow.
That's a sparrow.
wow.
Dang.
They're very common.
Yeah.
I had no idea you were so in tune with
Amazing.
nature.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
That's so long.
I don't know.
Ralph, what are we?
Is that a parakeet?
Not a parakeet. No. You want to play it again?
Yeah. Sounds like a baby something.
It's a baby something.
A
Sounds
baby
like a baby.
alligator?
Baby
No,
alligator.
alligators don't.
Wow.
They do too. They have noise.
Yeah. Squirrel?
Not a squirrel. Close.
A
Close.
chipmunk?
Not a chipmunk. Closer.
Bunny. Baby bunny.
It's a baby bunny.
Is it Patch?
It's a patch. Yeah. It's a baby bunny?
baby bunny.
Baby bunny.
Damn.
All right, one more for you.
That's an elk or a deer.
Yeah, that sounds like an elk.
No, not an elk or a deer.
That sounds like 3 different animals.
This one's the toughest one.
Is it a gibbon?
It's a gibbon, yeah.
Wow, I don't even know what a gibbon is.
It's like in the monkey
Damn.
family, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Good job.
Way to go. Gold star. You're really like
Yeah.
just taken aback by yourself right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's good.
Good job.
Man. All right. The Earnhardt family's always relied on Bass Pro Shops for outdoor adventures, and that tradition continues with us today. Be sure to check out all Bass Pro Shops and what they have to offer, whether you go fishing, camping, hunting. You can find everything you need.
That's right.
That's right, at the nearest Bass Pro Shop store. Also shop online at basspro.com. He did give me the
Before we go to asking me,
It's his fault. He did it to you.
now I know I'm sizing you up.
You fell for
We were
it.
on the same team, Alex.
You fell for it.
I did. Listen, I feel like he should know most of that stuff.
How was my
anyway.
acting, though? Like,
Dale sold it. Yeah, he
yeah,
sold it.
You being a
Couldn't
good
give
liar
it
is
away.
not a good quality.
Good point.
Kind of like on your fake ID. Let's talk about that for a minute.
My fake ID?
What color would your fake ID? Sorry, your real ID. What color would you say that Dale Jr.'s hair is?
Now?
I just got my ID.
Yes,
Gray.
correct. Right now, take that hat off.
I just got a new driver's license.
I would say gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
It says blonde.
Blonde.
Yeah. I'm like, Dale, have you ever really been blonde? Like since you were like the tiny kid? Because I think you're a ginger.
Yeah.
Like every picture that I Google, this man's gingery, and he refuses to accept it. Refuses. This is reddish hair.
Yeah. The beard is way more reddish, but yeah.
That's when I met you.
Yeah.
Was when your hair looked like this.
Yeah. Don't look that way anymore.
So you told him blonde?
No, they just left it what
It's
it was.
always
Oh,
been
it
that on
was.
his driver's license that he's had blonde hair. I'm
For-
like, this is
since
a lie.
when I was
This is
16, it was blonde. So I guess they've just
Bold-faced
never
lie.
changed it.
Blonde. You get stopped. But sir, you're not blonde.
Sir, there's a mistake here. All right, let's get ready for some Ask Amy.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, first question. Jamie, this is from Jamie. Y'all ranked holidays last week. How about ranking these fall activities? S'mores, pumpkin picking, and a corn maze.
Corn maze,
S'mores, pumpkin picking, and a corn maze. Favorites in order.
pretty easy. Pumpkin picking would be last. I've never picked pumpkins. I'm not ever going to probably pick pumpkins.
I've done this with the kids every year. I take her to Patterson Farm.
I can walk up to a stack and grab one. Is that picking pumpkins?
No, we go to the patch.
Yeah, I'm not going out in the patch.
Yeah.
The kids are obsessed with doing that. It's so fun.
I definitely want to do s'mores and the maze above picking a pumpkin. So
Okay.
I'm going to do maze because I love mazes. And s'mores second. What about you?
I would probably put the maze first also because I just like the thrill of trying to get out. But I don't know. I feel like pumpkin and s'mores is about the same for me. S'mores are delicious. They're just so messy. But yeah, I'll go with the same order.
Okay.
Maze, s'mores, pumpkins.
Anything else you'd add to that would go above it? Like apple picking or maybe.
So the last time I took the kids apple picking, I swore I'd never do that again. And I'd take them. I'd just go by myself. Because it's usually still a little bit warm and they don't want to walk by themselves. They want to be carried. So now you've got like 2 pecks of apples and 2 kids on your back.
Oh, geez.
It's too much.
Yeah. The only thing I would put in there is seeing the leaves change in like the
Oh,
mountains.
yeah. The leaves changing is always nice. They're starting to change around the farm already.
Yeah.
Why are you staring at me like that?
No, just listening.
You going to eat me? You're such an intense dude.
It's the beard.
Oh. What's our next
All
question?
right, next one from Shannon. She wants to know if Junebug or Gus could talk, what would you ask them?
If Junebug could talk, I would want to know why he can't stop peeing on my carpet.
Yeah.
He decorates it like it's his.
No kidding. That kid, he does. He pees all over the floor.
That's really his only flaw.
I spend every day of my life, probably multiple times a day, seeing if there's pee on the floor.
Yeah, there's certain areas of the house too he does it. Now that he's gotten older, he will just pee on the hardwoods or the tile too. Like he just sprays it all over the house.
Yeah, he's not peeing in the.
Which I prefer, like instead of peeing all over the carpet, it's easier to clean up. But you have to be careful walking through any transition space in our house that he might have peed there just because you're getting ready to leave. Like you put your shoes on, he's like, okay, peeing on the floor.
1 out of 10 days, you're stepping in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's then you're hopping on one leg to try to get to the towel.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I would ask Gus
Why he growls at you?
why he growls. Yeah.
Specifically at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That's a
So-
good one.
If Gus is tired, he's like,
Gus
"Dale,
is very
get away from me.
moody. Like most times, I can pet him, hug on him, love on him, and he likes it. And he wags his tail. And then the other times, it's 40% of the time you'll go over there and go, "Rrrr."
Yeah,
He's
just like
just kind of
real
low,
like just
grumble,
get off of
like,
me.
Grumpy.
I just love to know, like, hey, what's the deal?
He's always been like a very vocal dog. Like it's almost like they used to talk to each other.
He is not a dog.
He would like, oh, like he'd howl and make his
we used to-
noises. And now he
we
doesn't
used
do
to
that.
talk
He
to
just
him.
growls at you.
He used to. He's not a dog that's going to run in. Like if you came in the door, he's not going to run up to you
And greet you.
and greet you and lick your hand or like,
Yeah.
hey,
definitely.
who are you?
Yeah.
He's going to bark, get mad.
He's attacking the door to make sure you're intruding.
He's coming after you.
Yeah.
But then as soon as he recognizes you're okay, you're not a threat, he's back to the couch.
Yeah,
But
he's just
Unbothered.
bothered.
And I can't, like, this is the only thing the one thing I wish was different about him is like I want him to jump on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to, if he
He
was
wants
in,
a 100-pound dog.
if
to
he's
just
in the
jump up on
floor
him.
and I said, come here, Gus, I want him to come climb up on me.
Yeah.
Or, the other night I was going to tell you, I got this head cold when I was with my buddies. So Amy's been sleeping downstairs.
Because I don't have time to get.
She don't want to get sick.
No.
So Gus tried to get in the bed the other night.
And you're in my spot. What?
Yeah,
You lie.
I swear.
Did you help him?
No. He put both paws up there.
Are you sure he wasn't just looking for me?
I mean, I don't think so. He was trying to get up. And he was, he's doing that thing where he's trying to figure out what to do with his back leg,
Yeah.
how to get it to where he can get in the bed. And he couldn't get up there. I should have helped him get in, but I
should've.
thought he'd go and growl at me. I'd go over there and try to help him and go, "Arr,"
Yeah, snarl at you.
Yeah. So I was like, dang, there's a little bit of old Gus.
Yeah, a little bit.
Young Gus trying to get in the bed. He used to jump in the bed and sleep at the end of the bed.
He's so tall. He used to just like stick his butt up there first and then push his front legs off and then just like he'd be spooning with you.
Yeah.
But he can't do that anymore. He's got arthritis in his back legs. That's probably what.
Both of our dogs are old.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Damn.
They're great.
Yeah, they are.
But I'm glad they can't talk, to be honest. I don't think Junebug would ever shut up.
Sure.
That's pretty accurate. I feel like.
Junebug, though, has lost his hearing.
Really?
Entirely.
Really? Wow.
You can sneak right up on him.
He's not like got any left.
Really?
And so his barks changed when he lost. So he had a stroke and he lost his hearing. I don't know that he lost anything else, but we do know his hearing's gone entirely. And so his barks changed pitch
Wow.
because he can't hear himself.
Yeah. That's funny actually.
So his barks have like a little back end.
A little raspier.
His barks will go, he used to bark like a regular dog, and now he goes "Barrow." It's weird. He's got a back. Yeah, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh man. All right. Our next question from Bill. He wants to know what your thoughts are about the giant inflatables for Halloween decorations or or Christmas decorations too.
Inflatables.
Yeah, like the Thanksgiving
Oh, yeah,
turkeys
yeah,
are
yeah.
popular.
I think they're all right.
I think they're all right too. We have some. It's hard to organize that though.
Yeah.
I like how in Halloween and I think in Christmas too, the yard decorations have gotten larger.
Yeah, I
Like
do
physically
like that.
larger. Like because I guess to your point, like they found a way to make them easier to store.
Yeah.
With the with the inflatable stuff, like you put it away and
It's a
goes
tiny little
tiny
box,
little
you
box,
know.
right? You want to get it out. It's this big giant thing. That, like it's kids love it.
Yeah.
We had like a Frankenstein or something at one
We
point.
have a Frankenstein. We have a cat. We have a few.
The Frankenstein's
cat
got to be 9 foot, 10
He's
foot tall.
huge.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we got one of you see the big giant skeletons. They're the hard skeletons.
We've
Yeah.
got one of those
Big
too.
plastic guys.
Yeah.
And we had one of them. We had him in the living room.
He was in the living room.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not for
We don't
the
have neighbors.
He's not for the neighbors. He's
And,
for
he's
us.
for us.
That's
That's some
funny.
Yeah.
weird. I know. Amy was.
He's
I was
facing the TV like he's
like,
one
this
of
is
the
like
family.
a frat boy's decision right here to put the skeleton in the living room. What are we doing?
When it comes to Christmas decorations, I like it classy and like tasteful.
Yeah.
I mean, even if there's a lot of it, like it's not what's the word? Kitschy. It's not as kitschy, but with Halloween, like the kitschier the better for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's always funny going over somebody's house and you see like a skeleton in their house. You're like, oh, this is, like you said, this is just for them. And I think that's
Yeah.
really funny to go see what they're into. Is
Yeah,
like what
we
they wanna
have a
look at.
lot of. Amy did some decorating.
I've only got
while
half
I was
of it
gone.
out.
Yeah.
She only got half of it out. There's a lot in there.
There's a lot of boxes still sitting.
Yeah.
Un-
But there's every like when you go into Nicole's bathroom, right, and where the girls brush their teeth, there's a little skeleton sitting on the shelf, and then another little skeleton, And then they're little everywhere you go. There's like, oh, the little skeleton sitting right there.
I went to Home
kind of
Goods yesterday, and I found a skeleton Elvis. So
Wow.
he's going in the Elvis bathroom.
That's cool. That
He's holding a
detail.
bone for a microphone. I'm like, this was meant for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
everywhere you go, man, there's like little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Did you guys ever like during Christmas time hop in the car when you were a kid and just go see
Go
Christmas
see the lights.
lights and everybody
Absolutely.
get up? Oh yeah.
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 We still do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great little.
Charlotte Motor Speedway does a
fun.
pretty good one.
Yeah, the light
Charlotte
show.
does one.
That's really cool. They go all out.
They do. There's some in South Carolina too. Out
Yeah,
where
there's
the
a really
beach
good
house
one in
is.
South Carolina. We used to drive in Texas. Like, there's great spaces in certain parts of town that like everybody went to. So like the neighborhood just knew it was their job to do the Christmas lights, and so
Yeah.
we drive around. And then one year we went to Austin. There's a street, I forget what the street name is, but it's pretty famous. And there's like everything is so draped, it is like lit up. It's almost daylight outside because
Yeah.
there's so many lights, and it is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If
I
your
love
neighbors
that.
are going all out, I feel like you kind of have to like do something pretty
Yeah.
extravagant. You can't be the one dark house on the block.
No, you
that's
can't.
Didn't light their house, but I think I got one more question for you. Kenneth wants to know how you went to the Super Motocross event this past weekend in Charlotte. How was it?
I did. I took the girls. It was fun. I saw all of my NASCAR friends that weren't at the racetrack. All of the other girls were there, and it was really cool. So they had it at the drag strip, and they hauled in all the dirt. I didn't know how high they actually jumped. Those bikes get high, and then the finish line is like this ramp up. It was like a video game. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And they're also fun and laid back. Yeah. I got to meet Aaron.
Yep, Plessinger.
Yeah, he was really, really fun.
He was on the podcast. Rides for Red Bull.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
So nice. Very tall. My kids were intimidated because there was a lot of people coming at him, and so they were not interested in pictures or whatever. But I got a picture with him. He was very nice.
That's cool.
The whole experience was cool.
Yeah. They girls liked it too.
They had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they liked it. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to tell with them.
Yeah.
They were worn out, but they had a great time.
That's awesome. I think it's a good place to stop Ask Amy for today.
All right. Thank you guys for your questions. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube page, and don't forget to check out shop.dirtymomedia.com for all the merch. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all for tuning in.